I took 500 milligrams of caffeine every single day for 30 days. 2 cups of coffee, 2 scoops of pre-workout, every single day. Week 1, I felt unstoppable. Week 4, I could barely function without it. Here's what happened to my body, my training, and my sleep when I turned caffeine into a daily dependency. Spoiler, it did not end well. Drop a comment with how much caffeine you take daily. Don't worry, I won't judge your caffeine addiction. In this lesson, I'm going to show you what 30 days of maximum caffeine intake did to my performance, my sleep, and why daily pre-workout is a trap. Class is in session. Let us begin. 500 milligrams is a lot. The FDA's upper safety limit is 400 milligrams. But it is not some insane, reckless experiment. It is literally what one gym bro takes without thinking. 2 scoops of pre-workout before training, maybe a coffee in the morning. Boom, 500 milligrams. I wanted to see what happens when you max out the safe limit every single day for a month. Does it keep working? Do you build tolerance? What happens when you stop? Only one way to find out. So I became the crash test dummy. Here's how caffeine actually works. Your brain has tiredness signals called adenosine. The longer you are awake, the more adenosine builds up. Caffeine blocks those signals. It does not give you energy. It just mutes the part of your brain screaming, "You are exhausted, go to sleep." You are still tired, you just cannot hear it anymore. That is why caffeine feels like a cheat code. You are not stronger, you are just ignoring weakness. Week 1 was incredible. I took my first dose before training, and within 20 minutes, everything felt sharper. Focus locked in, energy skyrocketed. My warm-up sets felt lighter. My working sets moved faster. I hit PR after PR, an extra rep here, 5 more pounds there. Every session felt like I unlocked a cheat code. I felt like I had gone Super Saiyan 2. And here is the wild part. Caffeine increases your strength by 3 to 5%. That does not sound like much until you do the math. If your max bench is 350 pounds, that is an extra 10 to 15 pounds for free. Outside the gym, my productivity shot up. I crushed work tasks. I stayed locked in for hours. Brain fog? Gone. Fatigue? What fatigue? I thought to myself, why doesn't everyone do this? Here is what I did not notice yet. My sleep was already taking hits. Caffeine stays in your system way longer than you think. Week 2, the benefits were still there, but the side effects started creeping in. My hands had a slight tremor during rest periods. Not violent shaking, just a constant buzz. Like my nervous system was running at 120% and my body could not keep up. My stomach started complaining. 500 milligrams on an empty stomach turns your gut into a war zone. I learned to eat first or deal with the consequences. Sleep got worse. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. Half of it is gone in 6 hours. But that means a quarter is still floating around 12 hours later. Your brain cannot shut down properly when it is still partially wired. Week 3, the magic wore off. 500 milligrams stopped feeling like a boost. It started feeling like maintenance. I needed it just to feel normal. Not enhanced, normal. Here's what happened. Your brain noticed caffeine kept blocking tiredness signals. So it did what any smart system does. It made more tiredness receptors. Like adding more fire alarms to a building because someone keeps muting the first one. Now the same dose that used to block most of your tiredness only blocks half. The rest of the alarms are screaming. Without caffeine, I felt foggy, slow, irritable. My baseline energy tanked. Week 1, I was hitting PRs. Week 3, I was grinding just to match my previous numbers. You were left with all the downsides and none of the upsides. Week 4 was brutal. The benefits were gone. I was jittery, anxious, sleeping terribly. My training suffered. I was weaker than week 1. My endurance tanked. Caffeine was not helping anymore. It was just keeping me from feeling worse. And that is the trap. You do not take it to perform better. You take it to avoid withdrawal. Here is the cruel part. Tolerance to performance benefits develops in 2 to 3 weeks. But tolerance to sleep disruption? Never. All downside, no upside. Day 31. I stopped cold turkey. I wanted to see what withdrawal felt like. Day 1 without caffeine. Headache hit me like a truck. Not a normal headache. A deep, throbbing, skull-crushing headache that made me want to lie in a dark room and question all my life choices. Here is why. All those extra tiredness receptors your brain made, they are all firing at once now. No caffeine to block them. Your brain gets flooded with tiredness signals it has not felt in weeks. Blood vessels in your head expand rapidly. That is the headache. Day 3, I gave in and needed caffeine just to function. The headache disappeared within 30 minutes. That is how bad the dependency was. My body had rewired itself to need caffeine just to operate normally. It took me a full week to reset, slowly tapering down, 100 milligrams, then 50, then 0. By day 10, my baseline energy started returning. More is not better when your body adapts. Here's what I learned. Caffeine works, but only when you respect it. Do not take pre-workout every day. Your body will adapt. The benefits disappear, the side effects stay. Instead, use it strategically. 3 to 4 days per week, on your hardest training days only. Heavy squat day, max effort bench, PR deadlift attempt. That way, caffeine works every single time you use it. No tolerance, no dependency, no withdrawal. Before you even think about pre-workout, build your energy foundation first. Sleep 7 to 9 hours every night. Eat a proper pre-training meal 2 to 3 hours before the gym. Hydrate throughout the day. Manage your stress. Once you have those basics locked in, then use caffeine as a tool. You do not need pre-workout to be strong. You need sleep, food, and consistency. Caffeine is just the boost on top of that foundation, not the foundation itself. So here's the challenge. If you are taking pre-workout every single day, stop. Take a 2-week break. Phase off slowly so you don't feel like you just got hit by an 18-wheeler. Let your body reset, then use it strategically. 3 to 4 days per week maximum. Let me know how much it has changed, because it will. Or keep taking it daily and keep trying to chase the dragon. Your call. Remember, the work is the lesson is the power. Graduate stronger. Class dismissed.